the coolest experience about it was actually growing up Steelers fan, and then, Mike Tomlin and some of the boys from Pittsburgh, actually came over and had supper with, a couple of us, and, like, just to grow up watching him on TV, watching him win the Super Bowl, and them being my team, and then having the possibility of actually, like, playing for them is that's just like a look back at a moment. It's like crazy how that works out. And, you know, it's just, yeah, it's wild going the story of that. But, um, yeah, just really been blessed. So throughout the whole process, I wouldn't change any of it.
What was it like being in Pittsburgh and going through that process once you did get signed eventually?
Yeah, it's just OTAs basically, or what, spring practices, no pads or anything like that. Just trying to learn the playbook, practicing about 4 days a week, and then, being in a completely different place again, something I'm not used to. Pittsburgh is a pretty cool town, but you're living in a hotel as well for that whole spring. So spending like a month and a half, 2 months in a hotel can really take a toll on a guy too. But yeah, the overall experience was good, and I'm grateful for the opportunity. Um, but there's some things that weren't ideal either too, like staying in a hotel or, not knowing anybody, and you're forced outside your comfort zone, and those are the opportunities to grow. And so try to embrace that, but also me being a homebody, like it wasn't fun, some aspects of it as well.
What ultimately led you to kinda hanging it up and then getting back to the Northwest Iowa area? What kinda went into that?
Yeah, it's a pretty loaded question. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, like I mentioned before, it was like even when the agent started talking to me, it was something that I didn't really know if I actually wanted to do it or not. I mean, as an outsider looking in, it's like a no-brainer. Like, why wouldn't you want to play in the NFL? That's something that every kid dreams of, and that's something that I dreamt of as a kid too. But realistically, circumstances change, and the way you feel about something changes as well. But I would say is a lot of factors. One being, um, going back to the talk about fullback play, your job is to run full speed into people. And that's basically the only reason that I did play, is because I was good at running full speed into people. And in order for me to do that, you know, there's some pain that goes with that. And that pain increasingly got worse and worse as I progressed through college. Um, got to a point where, anytime I would hit somebody wrong, it would send just shooting pain down my neck into my fingertips, all throughout my arm. You guys all know what a stinger is, but basically, it's like I wish it had the visual effect of like breaking your arm or something like that. But again, from an outsider looking in, it looks like you're just being a wuss. But realistically, on the inside, it's like some of the worst pain imaginable. Um, and so just couldn't get rid of those, and I felt like it was affecting my play, and, like, I was thinking about it while I was playing on the field, and I couldn't be me when I was on the field anymore, and that took some joy out of the game as well. Um, and, that was my strength on the field, is hitting people. So, that definitely took a toll on it. And then also, going to talking about me being a homebody, and, I got 3 nieces and nephews, that I don't see, and family and friends, and nobody's getting younger, and it's just like, I don't know, I felt more like I would enjoy life more being around the people that I love rather than chasing some money, potentially. And then ultimately there's the faith aspect that comes into it. As I went throughout college, tested in my faith and really strengthened my faith as I went on. And just at the end of my career there, I was experiencing a lot of just not peace and wasn't really happy with the direction of my life or where it was going. And again, somebody to look in from the outside would be like, what this guy's got it, everything that he's ever wanted. He's playing for his childhood team. He's gonna make a lot of money potentially and do all these great things. But um, realistically on the inside, I wasn't feeling that way. And I wasn't having any peace about where I was heading. And so, I kind of thought that through few different things that God was kind of calling me home. And mm, so along with those other factors that I talked about, that's kind of what led to that decision. And um, I can tell you that I know that not everyone's going to understand it. And that's all right. But I also know that I don't regret any part of that. So that's, I guess, the big thing, the thing that matters the most.